Hello guys, welcome to our today's video. So today I'm going to give you predictions related to goals. So our first tip is over 1.5 goals at an odd of 1.17. This is because if we look at the last 5 matches for Manchester City, we can see that all the matches ended up with over 1.5 goals. Again, if we look at the last 5 matches for Liverpool, 4 of them ended up with over 1.5 goals. So except this one against the Galatasaray, all the matches ended up with over 1.5 goals. So there's a likelihood again that because both teams are attacking well, over 1.5 goals will come to enter. The second tip you can go for is the home team, which is Manchester City, to at least score 1 goal. That is Manchester City over 1.5 goals at an odd of 1.10. This is because in the last 5 matches, City has scored at least 1 goal in all the last 5 matches. So there's 100% chance that Manchester City is going to at least score 1 goal here, especially they are playing at home. So City is going to score a goal here at an odd of 1.10. And also, if you like to take more risk, because both teams are attacking well, you can go for both teams to score, which also has an odd of 1.54. Let's move to the next match. The next match, friends, is from the Bundesliga. At the Bundesliga, the table, Bayer Leverkusen is number 6, and then we have Wolfsburg at number 17, battling the relegation battle. So, according to the league table, you can go for Bayer Leverkusen to win. So, my first tip here is over 1.5 goals. Over 1.5 goals at an odd of 1.15. This is because let's look at the last 5 games for Bayer Leverkusen. You can see all the 5 games ended up with over 1.5 goals, and also four games of Wolfsburg also ended up with over 1.5 goals, except only this game here, which it did not end up with over 1.5 goals. So there is a likelihood that this game also is going to end up with over 1.5 goals because teams are attacking well. Then the second tip that I came up with is home win. Bayer Leverkusen to win this game. Home win. If you look at the last 5 games, Bayer Leverkusen has only lost 1 game, and that is in the Champions League. So, but it has not lost any game. All games have ended in a draw. Remember, they had a draw against the stronger side, which is Bayern Munich. Against Arsenal, they managed to keep a draw while playing at home. So it means that Bayern Leverkusen, while playing at home, is a very, very strong team. As compared to Wolfsburg, it has lost 4 of its games out of 5. So recently they are performing poorly, and on top of that, they have not played again. They have not played against any top team. So I think Bayer Leverkusen is going to win this game at an odd of 1.48. And then my last tip for this match is a home team, which is Leverkusen, to at least score 1 goal at an odd of 1.10. In the last 5 games, Bayer Leverkusen has at least scored 1 goal, except one match against Arsenal, which is a very, very defensive team and difficult to score. I think this failing to score against Arsenal is understandable because Arsenal is the best team right now in Europe. So I think if Bayer Leverkusen managed to score against Bayern Munich and Arsenal in the first leg of the Champions League, if they manage to score, I think also they are going to score against this relegation zone Wolfsburg. Let's move to the next match. The next match is Bayern Munich. In this match, I have only one tip, that is Bayern Munich to win or draw at an odd of 1.14. This is because if we look closely at the last 5 matches for Bayern Munich, it has won 4 of them and drew 1. So beating Bayern Munich is not that easy. So that's why I went with that odd of Bayern Munich to win or draw at 1.14 odds. Let's move to the next match, which is Real Madrid versus Mallorca. My first tip is Madrid to win at an odd of 1.61 because Madrid has won all its last 5 matches. So they are in a very, very crazy form. That's why I went with that tip, Madrid to win at 1.61 odds. If you want to play safe, you can go for Madrid to win or draw, which also has an odd of 1.17. The other tip you can go for is over 1.5 goals. You can go for over 1.5 goals at 1.22. All the last 5 games for Real Madrid have ended up with over 1.5 goals, and the last 5 games for Mallorca, 4 of them have ended with over 1.5 goals, except this one against Real Sociedad. So 4 out of 5, which is a good sign, and then for Real Madrid it's 5 out of 5. So you can go for over 1.5 goals at 1.22. The next match is Real Betis versus Espanyol. The first tip there is over 1.5 goals. You can go for over 1.5 goals and at an odd of 1.29. And the reason I went with that tip is because if you look at the last 5 games for Real Betis, 4 of them have ended up with over 1.5 goals. 4 out of 5. And then for the last 5 for Morocco, all of them have ended up with over 1.5 goals. So it's 5 out of 5. So attacking wise, both teams are good. So that's why I went with that tip. And then you can also go for Espanyol to at least score 1 goal. That's away over 0.5 at an odd of 1.57. In the last 5 games for Espanyol has at least scored 1 goal. So in attacking wise, Espanyol is very, very, very good. So you can go for that tip also. And then my last tip you can go for Real Betis also to at least score 1 goal, which has an odd of also of 1.18. Betis has scored in the last 4 out of 5 games. It has at least scored 1 goal. So in attacking wise, also Real Betis is a very good team. It has scored 3 out of 5. So you can go for Real Betis to assist score 1 goal at 1.118. Then we have Borussia Dortmund versus Stuttgart. If we check out the league Dortmund is number 2, and then we have Stuttgart at number 3. So it's a very, very close battle. And my first tip is Dortmund to at least score 1 goal. So you can go for the away team over 0.5 at an odd of 1.20. This is because Dortmund has scored at least 1 goal in its last 5 games. So recently, Dortmund attacking wise, it is a very, very good team. So you can go for that tip. Then the other tip you can go is over 1.5 goals. You can go for over. You can go for over 1.5 goals at 1.14 odds. The last 5 games for Dortmund have ended with over 1.5 goals, so it's 5 out of 5. And then for the last 5 games for Stuttgart, 4 of them have ended up with over 1.5 goals. So it's 4 out of 5. So the chances are good. You can go for that tip. Then we move to Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. It's a derby. At the league, we have Barcelona at number 1, and then we have Atletico Madrid at number 4. My first tip is Barcelona to score 1 goal at an odd of 1.2 at an odd of you have Barcelona to at least score 1 goal away over 0.5 at an odd of 1.16. Barcelona scored all in all its last 5 games. It had at least scored 1 goal. So we have 100% chance. That's 5 out of 5. And then the other tip you can go for is Atletico. That is the home team. Also to score 1 goal at an odd of 1.24. This because Atletico Madrid has also scored at least 1 goal in all its last 5 games. So it's 5 out of 5, which is 100% chance. So you can go for that tip. Also, you can go for the tip of both teams to score because both teams are attacking well. You can go for both teams to score at 1.46 odds. Now, let's move to our last match for today. We have Arsenal versus Southampton. I have only 1 tip in this match, and that tip is over 1.5 goals to be scored at 1.16. This because if you look at the last 5 games for Arsenal, all the games have ended up with over 1.5 goals. That's 100% chance. And then 4 out of 5 games for Southampton have ended up with over 1.5 goals. So it's like 80% chance. So both teams are attacking well. If Arsenal scores 1 goal or 2, you are safe. If the game ends in 1-1 draw, you are still safe. So that is it for today, friends. And make sure you subscribe.